Hi guys, good evening, and welcome to the penultimate series of GB Hidden Cup 2, second semi-final. And on Sunday we'll have the grand final and the reveal. So today is the last day to get your guesses in to have them ready for the reveal video. So please do submit your guesses via the link in Discord. But obviously everybody knows who everyone is already, so shouldn't need to see any more action, I'd imagine. We've all got 16 out of 16, don't we? Now, today we have Jay from Inbetweeners versus Lara Croft. And to be fair, I think I'll be very interested to see the viewer submitted guesses breakdown for these two players. Because I think we've got Mr. Ted versus Mr. Darvoy here. And I don't think anyone has a compelling reason to change my mind. We'll see how the game plays out. But looking at the drafts as well, it does kind of line up with that. Got Lara Croft going for some water, and Jay has got Land Madness and Chaos Pit as the first two picks. Arabia is going to be our game one map, and also, I mean, it's best of 7, so has been forced in somewhat to Fortified Clearing and Regicide Fortress. But I don't think they are the favourite maps for Jay. So, yeah, we'll see how that one goes. As to who they are playing in the final, that one is a bit more up in the air. We think potentially it could be Hallis, who beat Boo. Boo is being very chirpy, so that makes me think maybe Boo beat Hallis. Who's to say? Who is to say? Hi, Salty. Good to see you. And hi, Waffles. Thanks, Fanchi, for pinning that. Very good indeed. Yeah, I can't wait for the reveal because I think it's very interesting to see that there isn't a complete consensus on a lot of players, partly because of the lack of seeing any games from Gordon Ramsay, although in some ways that does confirm things. But yeah, there's not that much data to go on, so I'm keen to see how divergent the guesses are. Degas keeps sending little messages. Yeah. He's been cooking, and so am I. The reveal is going to be amazing. It's going to be really, really amazing. I mean, the final, Boo, you're in it, of course. So should probably be practicing for that, I'd imagine. But yes, I am also looking forward to that as well. Final season breakfast. It's quite a funny scenario where we have a player in Boo who some people think was knocked out in the round of 16, and some people think has got to the semi-finals or maybe even the final. Kind of funny that he's so polarizing in that regard. We lost to Atten. No. Yes, you are an agent of chaos, Boo.
One game.
Oh, and hello. Hi, Paradox. Here you are.
He did lose one game.
Oh, he did lose the game. Ooh, yes, he did lose one game. But was that Atten? Yes,
that was definitely Atten.
Oh my god. Well, Paradox, after how long last series was, I'm reluctant to chat too much about this, but is there anything you want to say about the Civ? I've deduced already from the map draft that we've got Ted versus Starboy. um, do you agree with my logic there? And also, what do you think about the Sith draft?
Uh, probably the most obvious map draft, the Phil tourney.
Yeah.
Like their boy picks Nomad and Islands. Knowing that Ted doesn't like Islands, doesn't like Nomad really either.
Mm-hmm.
And Ted snipes Nomad, so it's not a big surprise there. Like
Yeah.
Tunnel, Cup, and then Dervoy probably would be happy with Fortified Clear and Fortress. He actually doesn't mind. He's decent enough in closed maps. I think Ted might have been better offering Fortified Clear and a Fortress
This is the
to
thing.
get
Yep. We
to
saw
get
that
one of
from.
them off.
Yeah, we saw it from Noel. Right. Really clever drafting. Um, I think you're absolutely right. Ted. Well, Ted's not an Arabia bot by any means, but he does prefer that open land map. There's what?
Sorry, I had something in my throat.
Well, there's Land Madness, Neom, and Arabia in the pool. We're gonna get two out of three of those, to be fair. But I think that's where he's gonna be comfiest. So he's gonna have to win if he wants to win the series against Starboy. He's gonna have to pull out a dub on Fortified Clearing, maybe, or Tunnel, or something like that. If he doesn't like Islands or Cup, would be a good one for him.
Yeah, I can
See
see
what
it,
they're doing, what he's doing. I can see it. I feel
especially
it.
with the predictable nature of
I
it.
can. He's cooking. Look,
I'm not surprised game one's going to be on Arabia. That made its way down to both. Very comfortable for either player. Let's have a quick gander at civs.
Yeah,
So
thanks.
Cuman's going one for RF. I guess that's why Ted really did want it after seeing the RF play. I was like, yeah, I can do that.
Ah, right.
I didn't pick
That
Cuman's
makes
one.
sense.
It does make some sense, right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, humans have really been an eye opener. We don't see Regicide Fortress that much. Like, it is in tournament map pools, but it's never in the ranked play and so on. So, just seeing how sick the humans are there, I guess, has piqued Ted's interest, or Jay's interest, whoever it is.
So likely going to be like Bohemians on Tunnel, Burgundians RF, or Fortified Clearing. Would make a lot of sense. Huns, Land Madness. Dravidians on Islands would be the same kind of thing for their boy. Japanese or Byzantines? I guess Byzantines on Cup. And then actually it might be Goths and RF.
Yeah, it. Wow, I guess maybe that's the play. Also, interesting stuff from Jay. Italians were not picked in his first four. Well, by
Why
either
is that?
player.
Yeah,
He
why is that?
doesn't like water. I
No,
guess.
that's not why.
Oh yes, because they're a trap. Italians.
No, that's you're getting absolutely waltered right now.
Well, why?
Look at the bands, bro.
Yeah, no, he didn't. But that's after. What is that? Was that first? I thought that would be the second round of bans. My point is, he didn't pick them in his first four picks.
But look at the maps that he's prioritized, right? So he's prioritized RF.
Yeah.
Britain's likely.
But this
Guess
is the
Turks
thing.
is there.
Where are we playing? Where are we playing Britons?
I think Britain's on Cup is a pretty classic pick.
Oh right.
Turks for Tunnel.
Yeah.
Portuguese on Islands. Franks for Arabia. Lifts on Fortified Clearing, I'll
Fortified
assume.
clearing.
play for the relics. Koreans. What have we not said yet?
Jara's Online Madness.
What do we say for tunnel? We said Turks. So where does Koreans go? I guess Gujaras would be Land Madness. I don't really know where. Koreans must just be like a backup or maybe a reaction to something.
Yeah. Anyway, let's find out Paradox. Let's get into it.
Okay, game on. I
see what Lara goes for. You pause at 10?
10. Mm-hmm.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. And away we go. It is the first game of this penultimate series. Lara Croft playing in the green, and Jay from In Between Us is playing in yellow and is playing Franks on Arabia in yellow, which is something we've already seen from Jay this tournament. Marlians against Franks feels a little bit tricky for the Franks, I would say. Marlians have very nice plethora of options they can go for, and the extra gold bonus they get could mean that they can do very nice camel play and also get the monks out and so on. So Jay's going to have to really use that Frank bonus to its full effect and be very good with his monk play, I would imagine, to not get overwhelmed by Malian camels, monks, knights, and all sorts that Lara could go for.
But even like early game for Malians, like Man at Arms and the Archers is nice.
Yeah.
Like they have all the wood savings, they have the pretty cracked gold now as well. Quicker and last longer, so Malians might seem like a strange pick, but there was I think pre-latest patch, like people were playing them on Arabia quite a lot. You know, after that, they had that major buff, like people were playing Malians quite a bit, and they've got a nice flexible tech tree in Castle Age as well. They're gonna have a really solid eco. Let's see what Lara will do. Lara's got a pretty decent base. Gold in the back won't be easy, or sorry, won't be difficult to wall just between the wood lines. Berries will be relatively safe as well, but we'll have to expand. Yeah, all of the golds are pretty much forward or to the side. And nasty little spots, like really between hills and stuff as well, which is kind of... Ooh.
Similar thing for Jay, and most players have that 3 patches of wood at the front and sides of their base, so similar stories for them there. It's a fairly sparsely wooded map, to be honest, compared to some Arabia generations. And I feel like, getting that expansion out to a lumber camp, to a wood line a little bit further away, will prove valuable as the game moves from Castle into Imperial Age. But like you were saying, Malians don't have to wait that long to show off their potential. And I wonder if we will see man-at-arm archers, or if Lara's going to go for scouts to counter the French scouts. We're probably going to see man-at-arm archers, I would expect, but who's to say?
I would think so. But we are... Okay, the barracks. The mill's coming up just now, so let's see. It might just be a stable opening. There's 3 on wood, so most likely.
I don't think so. It's Marlian's wood bonus. I think this is affordable.
True. See what they're doing. What he's doing. I can see it. I feel it. I can
be surprised for going mill first then.
It just makes it easier to afford everything. Oh wow, 19 pop. Okay, that is quite early. It's gonna be scouts. You're right.
And should just be the same thing from Jay. I'm looking at Jay's base. What is with this terrain texture around the TC, man? It's almost perfect for like if you didn't have the TC mods of like knowing when you're gonna eat the TC. If you like zoom out as well, like sticks out like a sore thumb.
That's weird. That is really weird.
It is weird. I've never obviously spec'd and casted a lot of games, and this is not something I've seen a lot of. I'm like, it just caught my eye immediately coming into the game. Of this like weird like texture. It's like step texture. Out amongst Arabia, it's like it's generated wrong or something.
Well, we know Lara likes to abuse bugs in the game.
Oh my god, map abuse.
She's now abusing the map as well.
DQ incoming.
But yeah, it's going to be same opening from both players here. I guess the only slight difference is that Lara can afford a little bit fewer vills on wood.
Jay's got a massive misplaying timing on the barracks here.
Ooh, yes, he's a couple of seconds off that one actually.
Yeah.
Now
Stable's
struggling to wait for the wood to come in. Oh my god, Jay.
It's a really rough start. Like, Stable's only just been tapped, and Lara's like already plus 50%.
Yeah, that's really nice. I think both players have scouted the stable opening from their opponents, so Jay will be interested to see that. I don't think Lara will be too surprised, but good to have that knowledge at least confirmed. And yeah, we got scouts coming out on the field now. It's going to be almost a half a scout advantage in production timing for Lara, who is now housed though actually. So never mind, take that advantage back. Jay has got 25, and there we go, 30. So might be similar-ish numbers of scouts out on the field at the same time, and all said and done. And it'll just be about who can get the advantage. And early skirmish coming in now outside Lara's base.
Yeah, and extra HP is certainly very nice in these early engagements. We do have Spearmen out, but the Spearmen they're just guarding the housing villagers in the meantime.
Yeah.
So Lara prioritizing the walls. Now we can see just getting a wall to the edge of the map. Makes the most sense. And Jay's going for the big wall, and this is the wall I actually like.
Yeah.
Look at the building potential for this wall to the side, man. It's huge.
If you can get it up, it's way fewer tiles of wood invested. Trouble is, there are green scouts about to run through and maybe find that villager. There's 2 spearmen there to defend. So wisely done there from Jay, but these scouts can run straight by. Lara's paying attention, spots those immediately. But there's no protection for Lara's Ville at home, and she has to try and quick wall herself, and does just about delay long enough to get 2 scouts and spearmen there to defend as well. So neither player taking any serious economic damage, but Lara does lose 1 scout from her group in the forward army mass.
And Jay taking actually quite a bit of damage early. A couple hits from the spear, a couple hits from the scout, and there's the other spearman getting another hit for free. And suddenly those scouts, the group of 4 is like half HP and have like done next to nothing. And there's that one dead.
Yep. Neither player getting any real value with their just trading off HP, trading off a couple of army numbers, feeding themselves into this series, which is obviously could go the distance, best of 7. So don't want to use their energy too soon. But first villager kill comes in. Lara picks off 1 villager that was building the wall there. There's lost so much HP on the scout though that she can't take any more kills. Yeah, and, already sort of thinking about castle age.
Yeah, like you can see both players taking their foot off the gas in like army production. But Jay's like totally forgot about this wall. Okay, then it just starts to re-wall it now. I'm just gonna house and likely gonna double layer this one. Just because it's so far away from your TC, won't be the easiest thing to re-wall, so it's probably not a bad idea. To reinforce the houses behind or a double layer palisade. Like Lara's base is gonna be a lot more. It's a lot more easy to react to some military tapping on the walls. And as we go to castle wall, I think it's just gonna be more stables and monks, of course. The most
I think so. Interesting. Both players getting wheelbarrow. Is that the strat now? I didn't know that was the play. Wheelbarrow before castle age.
That's always been a thing, no?
I didn't know that that's what people did. It's kind of cool.
I think like, yeah, like once you have like 12 farms is like a decent number. I think it's like 12 to 13 farms is like the time you should be picking it up.
Oh, okay. Right, I need to get very much earlier in my games then.
And then you like have all of that like benefit on the up to cancel as well.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a big deal.
The one thing about the way that Lara has walled her base, it's easier to tap wall repairs and replacements behind, but there is no extra source of wood within the confines of her base, whereas Jay has got that extra wood line tucked away at the back corner. That is a natural sort of expansion point for his base. So does get a bit of a payoff for the extra distance of walling. Castle is just about a villager ahead, actually. Lara idling to get there, not even making another villager. So the advantage is slightly negated that Lara built up with that villager kill, but yeah, pretty much even Stevens. There's not much to split either player. I guess you could say the res collected is mildly ahead for Lara just because the gold villagers are dropping off a bit more gold.
Yeah, and we can see stable upgrades coming in from Lara now, so not going to be a huge surprise. We're going to see some camels. So is armor for Jay, so likely just going to be some knights as well, but it's only one stable in the meantime. Whereas on the other side, it's going to be double stable from Lara.
Okay. What was that doubt video about how to play Franks? I thought he said go for one stable plus monastery.
And boom.
And boom. In certain scenarios.
There's a pretty nice base for booming.
Yeah. Might see that
10k wood in the back here. It's going to be uninterrupted. These wood lines could be a big problem for Lara. Moving forward. Yep.
There we go.
TC on the stone. There's the monastery. We still get 8 on gold though. Here come the knights.
Yeah, knights are on the way. Lara's going to make some camels, I assume, and 2 stables, and also a TC. Actually, knights first to clean up these spearmen and make sure they don't cause much problem. So here's the difference. So we got 2 extra town centres for a total of 3, and 2 stables, and the monastery, and we still have 398 wood in the bank. Lara.
Malian things.
Just Malian things, yeah. And actually going to commit to another couple of batches of knights. We got 6 total on the field or in queue. And that gate was repaired in the nick of time. It was very, very low HP, that gate. Let's get some repairs coming in. There'll be knights and monks until I think Lara feels there's any reason to go for camels. She will continue to build those knights. A stronger unit.
But this HP on the gate is absolutely on. It's on edge, and I think the spearmen
it's gonna go down.
are going to tip the balance here. It is going down very slowly. There are 6 knights waiting. Monks coming out. Obviously, the monastery is at home from Jay. The monks come forward. Oh yeah, it looks like he's actually going to go and pick up some early relics.
Okay.
And double monastery from Wirewall, sorry.
Ooh, okay. So behind this 3 town centre boom, Lara's going to also try and oh, they're both going for the same relic. That's kind of funny. I was going to try and get some damage in with the monks, I guess. The monk has to turn around, locks in conversion on the knight, but can't commit to that one. As Jay goes to the conversion as well, Lara's monk now does turn around. I think one conversion did go through for Jay, so has the army number lead significantly. And this is a really, really nice spot for Jay. Does Lara feel that she has to change anything about her plan? Just got the 2 monastery monk production coming up behind. No camels yet. Hasn't got much food in the bank. We're going to be heavily reliant on the monks to save the day, and that I think Jay recognizes that, and he's going to go for Lightcap upgrade.
Okay. Lara is quite a bit behind on eco, but did have the 3 TCs up a little bit earlier, so there's a few vills ahead. Slamming down a lot more farms now, Walt, and I think with double monastery, might just commit to a lot more eco here. And just trickle in some army, so you don't get completely overrun. 30 TC's up from Jay as well. Of course, he has heavy plow already. 24 farms down. Lovely. And both players just using their monks efficiently, just healing up. These are top level players, Paul.
They are. They are, yeah, not afraid to take the fight, even with conversions coming in. But Lara slightly missed micros those monks. And actually, one conversion comes through only. Lara got a bit lucky actually there, to be honest, because could have had 2 conversions, but only 1 went through. And this is turning really ugly for Lara here, because this knight army is getting much bigger rather than smaller.
Yeah.
And with 2 monasteries, you'd expect some results from the monks, but have we actually got a single conversion yet? I don't think so.
I don't think so. Those monks were a little bit too busy going for a walk, but that was that was neither the time nor the place.
Wow.
And Jay's going for the 4th TC.
And 2 more stables.
Triple.
Oh boy.
Triple stable.
Triple stable. Okay.
I mean,
well,
I had so many good trades now, right? So why not put the
he hasn't got
foot
the
to the
food.
floor? To keep the TCs running, no. But we'll have the farms down, don't you worry. The big concern for me is only like 10 on wood at the moment, but
right, okay.
can't really slam down farms all that quick. But the amount on gold, you can always use the market a little bit if we have one. We do not, but don't worry. This is an Arabia player, it'll get made eventually. It's plus 10 on the army and it's all getting healed up. But if we have a swing of a couple of knights here, or a couple of camels in the right way, could get ugly. But the light cav could be huge from Jay.
That's the thing. Jay's got those light cav in behind. Lara has 1, but I think it's just guarding this relic to the sort of southeast of the map and not actually going to contribute to this fight. Also, Jay has the monk lead with only 1 monastery. Jay's got 5 monks out on the field, and Lara's just got the 2. Has got more villagers right now. That number should even itself out a bit as we have the 4 to 3 TC difference. Now Lara's going to get husbandry, which will help the camels, and iron casting as well. So these units will be significantly better upgraded. Iron casting coming in now for Jay as well, but does Jay want to take the fight here and now before that becomes an issue? The light cav pulled away, going to target the monks, but the camels are wise to that one. Conversions coming from both sides. Let's have a look at the right-hand side,
no.
left-hand side of the screen.
That's going to be a
Lara's
huge
cross
swing.
camels getting
That's going to be a huge
converted.
swing.
And the light cav going on monks as well. Now we have a fight on this hill. I think Jay's actually slightly downhill against these camels, but the numbers significantly in Jay's favour here. 28 to 16 army, and that number's going to keep dropping if Lara decides to take these fights. Cannot take any fights here. Even underneath the TC, I think she has to run away and let the monks do their jobs. Does get 1 knight back in return. But here come the bills for the forward castle. Jay has 1,200 gold in the bank and can buy a couple of 100 stone and place the castle right on Lara's face.
Rushing up the market.
Oh, yeah, okay, market coming down. There we go. Stones in the bank and castle dropped right on the face. Oh my god. Okay, the army's actually come out of nowhere for Lara and actually has quite some army on the field, it looks like, and a counter castle coming up. Jay, please do not throw this game from this position because it's looking so good for Jay here. Can he hold on? Looks
Lara
like
needs
the
to kill
castle.
more bells.
Yeah, Lara needs to send all the boys and the girls as well. I think the castle's both complete.
I don't
Maybe
think so.
maybe Lara's doesn't. Maybe
I don't think
Lara's does not. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Feels Jover, man.
And the vills now coming from all walks of Lara's base to try and get the last few hammers in that castle, but I say last few, it's only 83%. It's not like it's a 99% out castle, it's 83% complete. And here comes some petards just marching on into the base.
Bro, where are you going?
They're vibing.
They certainly are. Fledgling coming in, which is even going to help if any bills get yeeted onto the castle. For some reason, the knights are not on the side of the TC.
Oh, the castle completes.
I really don't understand that. Why were the knights not on that side?
Yeah, could have just been hitting the TC, you think. Waiting for bills to pop out. Anyway, we have petards ready in the queue for both players. And Lara does have a head start. Sorry, Jay has a head start in that regard on Lara's castle. It's significantly lower HP right now. And Imp on the way for Jay, which is going to be a real problem for Lara in 3 minutes' time. I don't think Lara can match this herself. Well, she has 17 villagers in the queue. So unqueuing those would definitely help. But has to recognise that amidst all the chaos.
Yeah, and these villagers are expanding to the left now. Imagine Jay was being more active with his army right now.
Ooh, well, you say that, or just patrolling on the spot. Yeah, if you just took a little gander over there, there's some camels there in defense, but I mean, actually 8 camels I don't think could hold off against 15 knights, right? It's going to be very tough for these camels to get anything done here. There's a monk who try and get locking conversion in, indeed does get one on the way. Conversion does complete as well. And both castles very low HP, but I think Lara's about to lose her castle here. And the petard completes. Actually, it's cancelled. 40 HP, 34 HP. No repairs coming in for either player. And the castle goes down. Meanwhile, we've got a big fight here with the camels against the knights. The vills trying to get in the way. Oh my god. And Lara's hanging on in there. The big difference now is just the fact that Jay's up to Imp. In all other metrics, Lara's actually doing okay, but it's just the Imp. It looks obviously very scary because the forward castle is horrendous for Lara to deal with. But yeah, Imp is the big difference right now. And we've got tons of knights and pikes in the queue as well. And even enough stone for another castle when we get to Imperial Age, and that discount bumps up a notch for Franks.
Not all metrics. At 29.5 KD, eco KD is brutal. And then even the normal KD, 92 to 56.
Yeah.
So taking much better trades, killed a lot more villagers, taking next to 0 damage at home. The last time we really seen Jay under pressure was with those the 2 scouts and that bell on the wall.
Yeah, that's true. That's so true.
That's like,
it's very
that is the
passive
last
game.
time. Yeah, that is the last time we've seen Jay under pressure. So the other bills got lost forward. And now the camels are coming and pikemen are waiting.
Yep. Lara, Jay is just one step ahead of Lara here, and yeah, had
29 villagers in 29 villagers in queue there.
Oh my god, look at the res at the moment. 1,900 food when all those vills pop out of the queue. When the resign comes in.
This might actually be loose. We might actually have finally found them.
Oh my god.
What?
Oh my god. Well, okay.
Hang on. I would track that Lewis with Bucket did the RF thing.
Holy shit. The Darvoy is Gordon.
Darvoy got. Oh my god. This is.
Oh my god. People's fingers hovering over the submit guest button on Degas Microsoft form.
Is it meant to be before the second semi or after the second semi?
Well, I don't think it matters as long as it's today, because then Degas has Friday and Saturday to work on the video.
Okay. No.
I didn't.
Let's try and convince Lewis then.
Yeah. There's still time to cook people. Don't worry. I was just watching Noel making rams on Arabia, thinking how hard someone's trying to impersonate me. Breakfast. You've got all the recs saved on your local machine, so it's all good. Okay. Land Madness next. Interesting choice. After Arabia, Lara gets to pick. She has gone for Land Madness here. But I see the Civ. It's Jay's home map, yeah. I see the Civ which Lara's gone for.
Well, come on, it's not surprising.
Well, it is if it's Lewis, isn't it?
Well, apparently, let's just think this one through. Huns are apparently a top 5 Civ, according to some players. So it would still make sense for Lewis to pick them, no?
True.
But we do know some other players that happen to like Huns on Land Madness.
We do indeed.
I don't think we had a. Did we have anyone pick Chinese?
No, we didn't.
Which
is sad. I wanted to see the Chinese on Land Madness. They're not in vogue. Everyone's playing Mayans and stuff and Vietnamese.
I know, it's weird.
Okay, but I'm paused at 10.
Me too.
3, 2, 1, go. And for game 2, Lara's going to try and turn the tide with the Huns. And Jay is going to go for Gajaras. Now, did we not see this exact same matchup between James
versus
Brum?
No versus Brum. Yes.
And the Gajaras won, I believe.
What?
Or did it not? Oh, the Gajaras got dunked on. The Gajaras got dunked on.
Your brain is absolutely gone. You're just obsessed with this double camera scout open. I think for some reason I think it's really good.
It's got a soft spot in my heart for it.
It's like absolute copium.
Yes.
I remember. Front door. Interesting. I remember that one because that was when you cooked me with the idea that Noel must be breakfast because of the way the army was grouped up.
I mean, the army control is absolutely copium. I'm just not sure if it was deliberate bait or not. That's the problem.
Oh my god, Athens got the crystal ball out. Lara loses this game. Lara knows things. Lara's seen things. Athens seen things.
Yeah, okay, bro.
Athens in the semi. I believe.
You can believe all you want.
I actually can't remember who I put Athens down as. It wasn't Liam, and it wasn't whoever beat.
Aten is Hermione.
No, I didn't. I don't think it was. I don't think I put him down as Hermione.
It's not. No, it's not. If he was, he is. So you can put him down whatever you like. Aten is Hermione, 100%. You can you can clip it and ship it. It's gonna happen.
Clip it and ship it. All right. Let's see. So Lara is just spamming those deer in towards the town centre, and I assume Jay is doing exactly the same thing. Will we see the Camel Scout opening from Jay? I somewhat doubt it because feels like people don't seem to rate that one. I have a soft spot for it, but I understand. Who was the player who's doing that, by the way?
Well, Brum and James Corden did it.
Brum and James Corden, yes. Okay.
If I remember right, Brum definitely did it. I think he did it in both games, but I think someone else did it as well.
Oh, if Brum is steak, I'm very happy if he's doing that build.
I know, but he's just like a big meathead.
He's not just a big
Oh.
meathead.
I'm gonna smash buttons and do things. Sometimes that's enough for people, Walt.
That's all I want. All I want
Jay's actually gonna long distance these deer at the back.
Oh boy. Okay, let's click up the feudal already.
And sentence 6 vills. So I might just do one drop off here, and then bring the villagers back.
Yeah, I think so. And to be honest, kind of makes sense, right? There's nothing else. You don't need the food on the way up to feudal for anything. So yeah, just have those vills gathering the deer from a long way. You don't want your camel scout to be stuck around in your own base for too long pushing deer, right? Like if it carried on pushing deer now, you'd never find your opponent's base. So you want to go forward, find their base, see where you can hit their wood line and mill and whatever with your scout. So I think that's a cool idea. We have got the barracks coming up now as well, so I think it will be the scout opening from Jay, who's managed Paradox to get an 18 pop
18
uptime.
population.
None of this 20 business, not even if this 19 business. 18 pop on their madness is pretty rapid.
As quick. And Lara is going to be 20 pop. Yeah,
it's too quick for the wood count. Yeah.
We're not too far off. Oh, he even gets Bitax. See, now we have all this food, and now we can't do anything with it.
Yeah, I would have liked those vills to go to stragglers as soon as they finish the first drop-off, rather than going out to the second drop-off. Oh wow, we're going to get horsecar as well, so it's full spearman opening. Okay.
Okay, that's it. Oh my god, and look at the reaction walls from Lara.
Oh yes, because she's like, oh no, the scout's gonna come.
Yes.
This is kind of cool actually. I really like this opening. It's just intentional full spear opening. No desire to play a stable at all.
100%. They might add it a little bit later, but getting both the equal upgrades and just get your equal rolling. I kind of love the decision, to be honest. This is a strategist right here.
Okay. So, well, what can Jay do now? We've got the farms starting to come down as well. Spearmen strategically positioned around the key resources, not even bothering to wall in the woodline with small walls, which is obviously such a staple on Madness. You typically see those small walls all the time, but instead we're just going for the edge of the map walls. I mean, there's holes in this one, so a bit harder to pull off, but this is the Liam Gallagher walls paradox.
Well, and because of the early uptime, the scout has been home all of this time, and Lara has no idea where Jay actually is.
Oh my god.
If Jay actually makes a wrong decision here, he's going to get really nice damage on the camel scout, though. If I'm Jay, I go to the corner of the map in the opposite direction. Don't lead them back to the base. But those walls are nice. And I've been... Oh, yes! The spearmen and the gaps!
I know.
Yes. I have been vindicated. Come on.
Is that your plan?
That is always my plan in Land Madness. Get the spearmen in the gaps. Make sure they don't move. Easy clap.
This is actually Liam Gallagher 2.0. Look at these walls, man. Lara has got a brief window now to get in past this villager. I think she probably will do that. But the thing is, there's so many spearmen. Oh, actually, no, doubles back and is going to go into past the mill instead. But there's so many spearmen around. What can she really do? Takes a hit from the spearmen, has to carry on running back. I think she just cannot get anything useful done here, and she's going to have to realise that Jay hasn't even built a stable yet, has no intention of contesting a scout war, and it's just going to say, well, I'm Gujarat, I'm going to go to Castle Age and make some Shrivanshans, make some camels, and What are you going to do about it?
Have we been baited all this time? Because it feels like Jay is definitely more of a closed map player.
Ooh. Like more
Like
than
going-
Ted, you mean?
Yes. That's a lot of spears actually from Lara too. So if we can get the spear and spear engagement here with them poking each other, that's going to be really nice. And the scout numbers are still good.
Forging will help a little bit. This spear on spear war. It won't help too much in the spear versus scout war because there's too much bonus damage already. But
Yeah.
I think forging's quite nice for Jay. Affects the spears and any future potential scouts that he chooses to make. The village's number on food, has just dropped.
That was coming forward.
Lara's gonna
coming
come and
from Lara.
try and make something happen here.
Did we see the gold over the walls? We did. Okay, so we're gonna tower that gold.
Oh boy!
Now,
What a
Lara's
cool
the
Lam
one.
Madness game.
Lara is the one gaming now. I kind of would have liked range from either player, to be honest.
Well, Lara
And
needs one.
these-
Here we go. Yeah,
Oh,
forward
and the
range.
range is going halfway. Okay, okay.
And a range instant reply from Jay. He recognises that. He's gonna have to make some skirmishes to mix in with this army of spearmen. Jay is getting really, really good boom on the way to Castle Age, though. 450 food, halfway there in that regard. The range will be the second building as well. We already have the blacksmith. So Jay's not too far off the Castle Age upgrade. Lara is quite some way off, but has got the fletching coming in now as well. Archers, and there's the tower. So, can Jay delay this long enough and otherwise sort of hold on here in the face of the aggression from Lara? Or will she be able to overrun? Counter tower placed straight away. Jay knows how important this gold is for his boom. And the spearmen engage in a sort of fisticuffs here. Looks like Lara's kind of winning that one just about with the archers in behind. Scouts distracting as well. Means, yeah, she's probably going to win that one. Jay's tower actually completes first. Can he deny the tower from Lara? Probably not. Goes
Don't
up as
think
well.
so. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
second
now I
range
think
even.
I think we're sticking the archers in, a couple of them, to the tower. No, there's some extra
Yeah.
arrows. But it looks like they're just going to rotate round. So this is the other thing with the spearmen in the wall, right? If you're kind of late to the range, you're now going to be in big risk, and Jay hasn't even walled in his woodline.
No, he's not. But Lara doesn't know that the walls have that spearman there. I think it would
No.
serve her well just to have a quick look around and see there's one spearman in the wall there and use that as an avenue to engage, because she's wasting a little bit of time here. I mean, obviously that build has to run away and this house is probably going to be falling quite quickly, so never mind actually. It's going to get in very soon. Castle Age coming in, market being placed by Jay even after Castle Age's already come in, so he wants to, he wants to use that market to sell some reds, although what reds? We have no reds in the bank. Just buy some more stone, potentially. Have no gold income from this mining camp, which is heavily under fire. Archers now finding their way to the wood line. The distance of the lumber camp to the wood. Or was there a hole? There's no hole. Ooh. Distance of the lumber camp to the wood means there's a chance.
Oh my god,
to
just look at the villagers on the wood line now.
Yeah,
They're
all idols.
They are freaking out, man. They are freaking out big time.
This house might go down. A stone wall's placed behind it, okay. Those will help to slow down the assault. The archers can sit behind there. There's a couple of ranges up now, actually. And Jake could add a couple of skirms. 3 ranges at home. Okay, so Lara's going to go for the Hun Cav archers behind us.
There's 4 ranges in total. And we haven't taken a lot of damage.
No.
Or like, at all for Lara. So we're like fully open pretty much with our farm space. We're going to arrive with a good res bank. We're going to ride the Castle Age. Also with a lot of extra fills.
Yeah, it's such a big deal, right? This is one of those cases where being up to castle first isn't actually going to help Jay that much. Shivamshas are great, but are they worth all of this? Absolutely not. Like, they're going to clean up the archers, but it's going to be tough for Jay to run those forward and get some meaningful damage in before Lara's up to castle herself and has an answer for it. But having said that, it should be quite good against the cav archers, right? Which is what Lara obviously wants to go for. So maybe Jay has got a chance here to replenish some of this early dominance that he had just a handful of minutes ago in this game.
Potentially. I mean, you're gonna need you're gonna need a mass of them, and we're gonna have 4 ranges pumping. We can just mix in some spears to pull Lara, and we're already doing it. Like, they're absolute dog shit against spearmen.
Mm-hmm.
I think Lara is absolutely fine. Like, plus 11 bells is huge. And like that tower on the gold, of course, like it protects the gold. But man, it just left our wood line absolutely gigafucked for so long. And that was the only wood line we were collecting from Jay as well.
Yeah, I think that was an important tower. It had to be placed.
So like, this is the thing though. It's kind of like you have to protect the gold, but by placing the tower there, it does leave other parts of your eco open, right?
Hmm.
So it's kind of that. It's a tricky situation to be in. And Lara did get good damage in the end.
Yep, she did. She did really well with the scouts and archers. She did enough because it was looking kind of dicey for her, to be honest. She got completely bamboozled by the opening. It's really cool from Jay, that opening. The 18 pop spearman opening was really nice. Yeah, couldn't quite make the most of it in the end because of that damage that came through. And now, actually, Jay is departing from the Shivamshas idea. And it's actually camels. To be honest, I kind of like the Shivamshas. Shivamsha skirm rather than camel skirm. Don't know. Maybe I'm wrong on that one.
I don't think we can realistically take into skirm as well, though. Like, we are making some, but we're not going to be able to afford elite skirm. Not for a while, anyway. And the res bank for Lara is just so good.
Ooh. So two Shivamsha trying to find any opportunities around the woodline for Lara. Didn't quite get anything done there. Not at the front. We have a few skirmishes out on the field, but yeah, like the cav archers can just kill these. There's nothing really that Jay can do about these skirms. They're all going to go down. So the camels will have to do their job. The camels now are on top of the cav archers actually, and the Yajara camels do even more damage to mounted units. And they should find their target quite nicely if they can get on top of them. My concern is that he can't reliably get on top of Lara's cav archers. That's the only issue.
Can't reliably get on top of Lara? Excuse me?
Lara's cav archers.
That would be a J thing to say, right?
Yeah. Lara's pointy cav archers.
I was down the pub Saturday. Ended up taking Lara back to my house. My dad walked in.
Lara goes for a second TC now as well. That's going to be a bit of a problem for Jay because, well, he's actually going to save up stone for a castle here. But yeah, he's this is the complete opposite of the Frank's 4 TC play where it was win a bit of early army engagement and then go into massive boom behind it, which ultimately won the game. Different story here. Lost that early momentum, and now Jay feels priced into a much more aggressive one town centre approach, very low economy. But it's so tough against the Hun cav archers.
One
cheap.
One TC.
Got the mass. Yeah.
And you've got half the army. It's never a good sign.
No.
And there's really not a lot Jay can do at this moment. He's pretty dead. And this is the worst win condition you can hope for. You're waiting for your opponent to make some grievous errors.
Yeah.
Waiting for some mistakes were made, but at this kind of level, it's harder for those moments to really happen. For us, all the way down to the war bits, they can, but now
Yeah.
we're just seeing the Michael from the CA. The Spearmen are going into the TC, but it's absolutely fine. Loads of the camels Michael down.
The camels just running for the slaughter, to be honest. The castle, far from being a forward aggressive castle to win the game.
Woodline's dead.
Yeah, with
They
its
got
place
into the
there in the
woodline.
woodline.
Yeah.
In the woodline, that's how much of Jay's economy. It's like a third of the economy is in these villages, which are all about to die. So taps out, quick 1-1. Lara not gonna let that Arabia game go lightly, and does tie the series up in swift fashion on Mount Madness.
Why do we think Lara's been picking green? What is that in reference to something?
I don't know. Does Davoy not like green?
It's an orange picker, no? Maybe his dad's Irish. Or his mom. Just alternates tournament to tournament. It's like play green one game, orange the next one.
That'd be quite funny.
So
Banks won and Jara's lost, and we had
Kajara's last pick there versus Hans at the 4th.
Yeah.
So for Jay, you may be expecting or hoping for a little bit more for your home map. But that should be a big confidence swing going into game 3 for Lara after the Arabia game. Like picking your opponent's home map and be like, okay, let's go. Getting the win there and pretty convincingly.
I would say the paradox. Do you know you said, are we getting baited and Jay's actually a closed map player? Especially with the way that...
That's what I'm saying, man.
Where they played Land Madness.
It's messing with me.
Jay might have done the draft strat where you pick 2 maps you don't want to play. Because now, for Jay, we've got Fortified Clearing and Fortress left. So maybe that's actually going to suit Jay really nicely. And then Tunnel could be a home map for Thingamabob. For Jay, rather than for Lara.
Good old Thingamabob.
Let's see. We are going to have Cup next. Ooh, Game 3 Cup.
Okay, and actually surprising subs.
Oh boy. For both players, I would argue.
For both, and yeah, I'm starting to get more. Sorry, I'm back with the TED vibes.
Oh, really? Okay.
And we'll find out in the first couple of minutes if it's a big TED vibe from the build.
Oh, Paradox, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Okay, let's have a look.
Okay, I'm
hopefully
paused.
someone in the chat has guessed the Civ. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. It is going to be Lithuanians in for J. And let's have a look. Have we got the 2 bills going to straggler trees? Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Ted's confirmed. It is Ted. It's fine.
Oh, God.
It's Ted.
Confirmed. Oh.
So like I have never saw anyone do this with Lithuanians. The straggler tree thing. Like, as far as I'm aware, the thing to do is always insta lumber camp, or that is what I've seen. But we've seen Ted doing this in the team game tournament the other day, and I was surprised. And now that Jay's doing it right now, this is like 100% Teddy boy.
That's so cool. That's like the first actual tell I've seen in a specific tell, proper tell.
It is so unique.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, you would not catch a lot of other players doing this.
Having said that, we also did speak about that, like the walling pattern, like the diagonal house walls was very Ted-like, like vertical house walls down on some of the maps. I think against cats in that series. Yeah. Anyway, I think that is a sure tell that we've got Ted here on the other side. And well, we're thinking Paradox is 1-1 against Starboy, and has everything to play for here.
You mean against Lara?
I mean, Lara, but I'm saying we're thinking it's Starboy.
I know, but it could be Lewis.
Oh god. Okay. So you seem to know about this. So he has lots of builds in the queue and like Spike Forest. That's all I know about him.
30 villagers in queue. Well, 30.
30 builds in queue. Okay.
30. 3-0. Or at least it was close to that, like 29 or something. That's a lot of elves in queue, and there's not a lot of players that do that. And Lewis is certainly one of them. If you go into a Lewis stream, it wouldn't be unusual to see like 4 TCs up and see like 8 villagers queued in each one. And he's maybe already got like 150 vills already.
Okay. Well, let's see how that Lara plays Tunnel. I mean, obviously,
okay, let's think about this build though. We do have 2 fish out nice and early.
Ooh, yeah.
Like, it could be as well. It actually could be. But look at the difference in total res collected. There's only plus 40-ish. So I don't think the straggler chopping is that good.
Yes, that's very good.
We're gonna have like the idle time now as we go to build the lumber camp. Let's see what happens. See, look, this build isn't. It's not it. We're behind. We're actually behind in res collected.
But it's Japanese though as well.
It's 1 fish. And it's not even been working for that long.
No, I remember actually, Paradox. This was a bit of the Golden Lakes game that it all sort of unraveled, because Ted couldn't afford to make more fish because he didn't have the lumber camp set up already. He had those stragglers, and the stragglers run dry, and then you got to go out and build a lumber camp. So now Japanese are actually going to pull ahead in villages.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I feel like this is confirmed Ted because, well, I think, to be honest, Paradox, the build is just bad.
I'm not
offense. It's just not a good Lithuanian build, and I think that no one else would do it if they knew about it, basically.
Like, I'm not a huge fan of it. You can see the click up time is nice and early. It's not a huge amount, and we still have 3 fish from Lara. And you're playing up against Japanese fish anyway, so even if you're up super quick, you've got to expect Japanese to be able to defend here.
Yeah, exactly. We have got the docks in the same pond. Are we going to see... I mean, are we going to see fires then, I guess? You don't go galleys against Japanese? Is that the plan?
Well, here comes the barracks. Is it even going to be water? Do you even want to play water against Japanese? And it's like, it's a tricky one, so I don't mind going for a land approach first, and then maybe like circling back to water a little bit later on.
I think it's cool. I don't think we've seen barely anyone. We've seen the only like land plays we've seen on Cup have basically been Carlini's Trush and like Bot Marley sneaking the Vills and the Collies. It's all sort of sneaks and stuff. I think there is a world out there where you can legitimately play land pressure on Cup. It's a hybrid map. It doesn't have to be the water map that we usually sort of see. That said, it's going to be tough here with the Lithuanians going for scout opening.
Oh, Lara sees it.
Be all walled off. And yeah, Lara sees it. That's going to really.
Lara sees it.
No sign of a barracks, but even more focus on the walls now. Even more attention to getting these walls up nice and early to stop the scouts doing damage. And she's going to have complete potato base, egg walls, whatever you want to call it, securing her in.
But fine versus scouts.
Oh boy.
And that's the crucial bit of info there. 7 villagers walling. What do the scouts do now?
Nothing. Exactly.
Attack the fish.
Oh yes, they do attack the fish. Yes. Well, actually, Paradox got a demo for that.
Well, that's what the spearmen are for.
Ah, yes, the spearmen. They should do quite well against even the fires, but well, they're not patrolled, so they do get taken out by the fire. The demo now circling around, wants to avoid the engagement with the fire ships. Actually, no, does turn into the fires now. Gets a decent hit off on just the one fire ship. Fire galley, I should say. And now Jay finds his scouts a little bit stuck with nothing to do. He's got 3 scouts and 4. Number 4 is on the way, and like you said, could just be forced to bash on some palisade walls. Could actually place a gate through the diagonal wall. That could be an idea. Jay learns that trick from someone.
Oh god. And both players committing to Wallseer, and Lara's even going to add the dock in the southern section of the map now.
Yeah.
And the range coming from Jay. I kind of like adding in more fish now.
It makes sense. There's nothing from Lara which is sort of leading her to believe that water's contested in any way. And she's going to make the full use of both ponds. Get some fish presence in the south as well. Why not? And Jay now goes for archers, sees that he's been walled out of Lara's base, so we'll try a ranged approach. The only trouble with the archers is actually that they have to walk the gauntlet to get over to the other side, and even when they get there, there's maybe to contend with in lots of places. So, yeah, I don't know. I like the idea to play Cup with a land-based army. I think that's kind of cool because it is a very short rush distance. I think you could make something work. Just with the way the map is genned for Lara, it's so easy to wall, and she's done a good job of walling. She's made it look very simple to wall this off, and it does look awkward for Jay, but yeah, I like the approach. And the real issue for Jay is that all the while, the Japanese fish are working and working and working to the point where Lara's built up a 1,000 res lead collected at 15 minutes in the game, which is pretty horrendous. And we're going to see 800, 200 food and gold and bank and Castle Age coming in.
And like this range placement, I think if we are playing land, we should be placing it further to the side potentially, because this Sarger's now popped out and lost half of its HP to the fire.
Yeah.
We're trying to break in the south as Jay. There's a couple of archers here, but no fledging, and 2 archers without fledging is pretty underwhelming, to be honest.
Yeah, it is, and Lara's got 3 bills in the queue. She unqueues 2 of them. She'll pretty much have the food for castle, just needs that second building. So actually, the building 1 and 2. There's the range, and we also got the blacksmiths coming up as well. So Lara will click up soon enough, indeed, and it's going to actually just add a galley or 2 as well. Make sure that everything is working nicely on the water. Has expanded the dock out to the left-hand side, so all focused on the water there, making absolute maximum value out of those fish. And Jay is going to have to really get something working here in his favour soon, get some value for this land investment. I don't think he really will be able to.
No, and Jay's going to try and mark it up. Find some food, yep. Sell some wood, buy another bit of food.
Keeps the
Won't
stone.
be too far behind. Yeah, just keep the stone. and at least has some sense of map control on land from the scouts, which is, you know, it is kind of nice.
Yeah.
But I'm seeing a second range coming down from Lara. We're up against Lithuanians.
Yeah, we need.
Do we play CA here?
Yes, Japanese cat archers. So what's the bonus for them? They get +2 attack versus archer units.
Versus archers, or +2 versus archers, which includes skirms.
Includes skirms, okay. Includes skirms, includes archers, includes cavalry archers. Anything like ranged unit like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
The scouts are actually getting value against the fish up here.
Yes, this is what Lara could. Ooh.
They are double HP though, so it does take a long time to kind of whittle it down. But you have whittled one of them down a little bit.
Oh, and look at this triple dock at the top for Jay.
Ooh.
Still bait and switch with the scouts, trying to distract those fire galleys from their patrols to get the docks some breathing room, but couldn't quite distract them enough. We have got some demos on the way. No war galley on the way just yet though, because Jay's obviously in Feudal Age. Now Castle Age comes in. Lara has got war galley upgrade on the way already. Are we going to see that from Jay? Can't afford it right now. This is a big difference as well with the res collected, right? It's so much in Lara's favour.
Probably get one of those fires out of the queue, especially since it does your production speed does get affected by it. So that is something you want to prioritize, and here it's coming now. Does take some time. But Lara's already moving over to water, and just going for archers in the meantime.
Yeah. Going for archers, no sign of the CA just yet. Has got these archers and a couple of skirms as well, working away on this tile of palisade wall, which will take quite some time to defeat, but actually it's getting there, and probably not quite in time to deny this town centre, but there is a pathway between the TC attack radii that Lara could run and disrupt the gold and wood and farms on around that mill, so there's definitely some value worth in breaking down that palisade wall. Looks like the scouts did meet their match in the form of that galley and the fire ship as well, so Lara can continue to assault on that tile of palisade. More archers are going to come forward or not? Looks like they're trying to come forward. Oh boy.
Did you see that fire ship there? Yeah.
Yes!
I was like, so that was like the bug of what? Oh, we still... that spin around was like so lackadaisical there. What was going on? So see when you see them slide there, that is when they like bug out onto land, as far as I'm aware, when you start to see them slide them like unnaturally.
Oh, I can't believe the galleon in the wood line. That was an elite little play from Noel.
Bug abusing.
But here we go, this is what I was talking about. Lara does find that threads the needle between the two TCs, and she's in on the wood line.
Yep. There's a knight there.
Okay, that should clean it all up. Just that one knight.
And there's no bodkin yet, so yeah. They even get. Oh my god. Guess this each workshop in reaction.
That knight actually didn't get a single unit kill. That is horrendous.
What? What?
I don't know how it managed.
Oh my god.
Oh, GG is cool after that, yeah.
Honestly, going that triple dog to get 0 value from it is kind of tragic.
Yeah, that hurts. And Jay was starting to try and beam on 3 TCs, but said, actually, you know what? This has gone too far. It's ogre. Yeah, the thing is, like Lara had all the res collected from the fish, which is massive. So I like the land idea, but if you're gonna make it work, you have to get something in return. That's the issue.
Yeah, and didn't get a lot, and then like pivoted back onto water, triple dock, war galley, quite a few ships, and got next to nothing for it. And did try and clear this army up with one knight. Maybe could have waited for 2 and would have been fine. It didn't have 0 upgrades. It did have forging. It didn't even get anything from it, which feels bad, man. And Wire was on triple TC, 68 valves by this point. Wire was rocking and rolling, man.
Yeah. Japanese looking strong. No need for the Byzantines.
This is it's a different semi-final than the last one.
Well, the scorelines are gone the same way so far, though.
But
Trading games.
Yeah, trading games. The length of games, though, is like
Much quicker.
very different. Yeah.
We had 2 out of the first 3 series were like hour games. It felt like
Yeah,
in last.
I was like 8 o'clock, and I was like starting to get nervous. I wasn't gonna get to bed.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
honestly, I was like 8, and I was like, oh my god, this. I kind of feel like this is gonna go all the way, and I'm not gonna get to bed like till 1 o'clock.
Okay. Oh, I've lost my. There we go. I got to go to the toilet quickly, and then I'll get back into game 4 with you.
Cool. So quiet in here.
What kind of ASMR would you like? 6 on food, 2 on wood. Everything else to food. Click up in 19 population. Add more to wood. Make scouts. 1 game. GG easy.
Make sounds so we can't hear their voice stroking himself. There's an image. You can just imagine. You can just imagine their voice and his glasses getting covered.
All right. I'm back.
All right, you're back. Okay, nice.
Yeah.
You didn't miss much.
Okay, great.
Nothing.
Game 4 then.
Game
It's
4 indeed.
Fortified clearing.
Yep. So Jay is gonna pick his own map.
This is cool. It's been a while since we've seen Fortified clearing, it feels like. It wasn't in either. Was it in the quarterfinals? Must have been in one of the quarterfinals, so I can't remember it.
Yes. Yeah. I can't. I was in.
Brum played it.
Yeah, I was in some of the games. And it's Civs. Right. Well, one of them's expected. The other one, kind of less so for me.
Does set up an awkward one on tunnel, doesn't it?
Let me think about this then. So, Brett's on tunnel. It has to be.
Well, it could be Koreans.
I think it has to be Brett's.
Okay.
Oh no, I don't have a. Oh, I don't have an
advent calendar. Yeah, I've not got an advent calendar. I'm going to do the advent of code with wildebeest. Small compensation.
I want to have.
I'll get one tonight after the stream.
I want to have daily morning chocolate alongside my morning wood. Huh? What? Wait, let's get started.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. And can Jay equalize the series again? Is the question. Because, actually, it wasn't trading games. Lara has taken 2 on the trot. Jay won the first game, and Lara has just taken 2 on the spin. So, yes, Jay needs to find something back. Theoretically, this is his home map. So, let's see. Obviously played Land Madness in a way that looked like it was someone who liked the closed map style, wasn't afraid to go for that. And Turks here, a very strong civ. Against Burgundians, though, Paradox. Feel like I'd rather be Burgundians, although I'm struggling to think about which civ I'd rather be here.
Well, let's not think about too much in terms of what we would rather play, because we are literal plebs, okay?
Yes.
Anytime you see Burgundians in high-level closed maps, almost always a massive civ advantage for Burgundians. I am fucking sick. At any time I see like a 1v1 tournament, it's either arena, fortified clearing, or hideout, and seeing Burgundians like every time. I'm sick of it. I'm absolutely sick of it.
But don't Turks have some potential here to disrupt that?
So what options do we have with
A
Turks?
timing attack. An Imperial Age bombard cannon heavy camel attack. Or something like that.
You should just be way behind in eco, right? Especially if you're going for something like heavy camel.
Yeah, there's
if
no way
you're
you
trying
can
to get a
afford that.
timing. So that's going to be very unlikely. You could go for a quick kind of push down the middle, but you can boom so much in the back. It's going to be very, very easy for Lara just to mass up lots of army. And camels, it's really not that simple, Walt.
No.
It's not that simple.
But they must be going Cavalier.
I mean, if we're going Cavalier, GG, well played.
The other thing about Burgundians, especially on this map, even more than Arena, there's 9 relics, right? So it's even more of a nice thing for Burgundians here. And it looks like Lara's got these 2 neutral ones very much in her favour on the south. Looks like on the north, it's a bit of a different story, but I think she's got a decent relic spawn in her favour. It really is up to Jay here to just decide how he wants to play this game and what he's going to do to disrupt the Burgundians. Like you said, they've got the clear game plan. They've got the precedence, and the onus is on their opponent to show how they can be beaten rather than the other way around. So
yeah, you have to be the one to go and beat them.
Yeah,
which is it's tricky having to play with all the pressure, right? It's not easy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and Jay might take an early hit from the TC here. Jay, watch out! This is not going to help.
Jay,
loses
what?
some HP on the scout there.
What? How are we even eating TC there? It must be. He's feeling nervous.
Yeah, it's not a massive value to be gained from scouting your opponent. Oh, I think Lara wanted to wall in the scout there. Wanted to have a think about it at least, but yeah, Jay shut that one down. It's just not tremendous amounts of value to be gained from that, and Jay, he's not got Loom. Lara could get a Vil kill here. If she sees this wall going up, but she's going to turn around the next time. Oh, will she go find it? Oh my god. Vil kill? Question mark? Yeah, she's going to get the Vil.
Yeah, well, no Loom, so GG, well played. Gonna try and wall it in.
Gonna wall it in! Nearly walls it in! Tries to tap the tile. Oh, gets one tap?
Yes?
Jay?
No.
Oh.
Nope.
You just know that Lara would have bug abuse and hit through the diagonal wall anyway.
Tough when you're playing against a BF player anyway. Made sure the gap wasn't there. Kept nice and close to the villager. Really difficult to get the wall off. And Dave's asking why we're walling it. I don't hate it, but I think you need to scout there. Or you probably need to scout there, but the scout isn't in position, so it's kind of like the thought process there is probably a bit off, and now we have 3 villagers going forward.
And all this is economic damage you're self-inflicting, which is exactly the thing you don't need against Burgundians, right? They're gonna be all over you like a ton of bricks if you don't have that economy at least as optimal as it possibly can be. Because look at this, we've got horse collar, double bit axe already in. We're up to feudal first, and we got a 2 villager lead, or 1 villager lead, because we killed a vill. Like, this is completely the opposite of the way Jay wanted this game to play out.
Yeah, and Jay reacted by sending 3 vills to wall and double layered it.
I know.
What a like a huge overreaction.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
So both players have the walls up now at least, though, but it's just going to serve Lara so much better than it is Jay, who's still not up. We're going fast imp, Paradox. Going Turks, fast imp. That's the plan. Yes.
I would be surprised if it's not like from both.
What? At 29 villagers? No. This is fast imp. Remember 30 villager timing.
Okay, 5 are on gold. Sure, more farms getting dropped. No.
Yes.
Surely not.
That's definitely the plan. Definitely it's the plan. So
my god.
we're not
I mean,
how do you do this? You go siege workshop
this
and
is the
university.
thing, right? This is the thing. We're up against Burgundians, we're maybe feeling like we have to make something happen. I don't think fast amp is it.
Well, maybe not. Maybe not. But that's what Jay's going to try. You got to try something. And
it looks like it with the amount of farms that are coming down.
so, okay, so what do you do here? You go market, blacksmith, pick up, and then you go siege workshop, university, or siege workshop monastery. I guess you don't need university if you're going to go for
just monastery. It's a little bit cheaper as well. They do save a tiny bit of wood, but you're probably going to chance your arm and try and pick up some relics maybe on the outside.
Yeah.
But maybe not. We do have double layer palisade there, so maybe try and use your timing in the middle, then pick up the relics afterwards if they're still there. But there's a chance they'll be gone already. I'll get an eco upgrades.
Okay. Can afford those for now. Let's see if that comes back to bite on the way up to clicking imp, though. That's the issue. All 3, actually. All 3 eco upgrades.
What?
Walt Stop is not fast imping. Well, it's a very slow castle then, right? Like, it's got to be something. It's a very unusual build.
Are we even going to contest relics here?
Well, there's no barracks, there's no stable. There's no sign of anything else. Here's a barracks. Okay, my god, we actually are going to go for barracks, stable, light cap, but it's so much later. It's way too late. Like, Lara's got the scouts on the field. She's got 3 scouts out. She's got 500, 600 wood.
Deletes the barracks. Deletes the barracks at 30%.
Oh no, Jay's head's gone. Jay's head is gone. He doesn't know what to do anymore.
Jay has been well and truly cooked. He's been watching the stream too much. That's his problem.
Oh god, I feel bad for Jay because I don't really know why you would ever go for the barracks to begin with, but I think deleting it is also quite weird. But I think you cannot possibly contest the relics at this point.
No,
You've got to commit to the imp. So here we go. We're on the way. University, siege workshop. Okay. That is the plan.
University, no.
2 TCs added for Lara Croft, so it's going to be 3 TC for Lara against the 1 TC Fast Imp for Jay. Can Jay make this work? It's going to be tough with the light cab on the field and the monks as well to drop a forward castle. So Jay will need something to complement this push. And we're going to have barracks behind as well, and I guess we're going to go for a stave as well. So Fast Imp is the play. It's going to be a 21-minute Imperial Age for Jay.
Free Hussar, baby.
Free Hussar. Free Hussar is pretty nice.
I was even relatively calculated with the horse collar, the bit axe, and the gold mine upgrade.
Mm-hmm.
So we only have 33 bells, but they are going to be relatively efficient. But on the other side, we have bow saw, we have heavy plow, we get free TCs pumping.
Yeah, like look at the res collected typically is higher for the player who stays in the earlier ages for longer, because it means they've had the villagers, more villagers working for longer. But that res collected is going to absolutely tank for Jay as the eco lead kicks in for Lara in the minutes coming up.
Cannot believe we're seeing fast temp hand cannon.
It's an old build, isn't it? It's a rare build to see nowadays. Not commonly done, but Jay feels it's the right thing to do against Burgundians when your back's against the wall, right? It's a tough, like, maybe a bit of a throwaway game for Jay. Feels like, oh my god, Burgundians on fortified clearing. Ugh, okay, but it's like you said, it's commonly seen. So, wants to try something new against it. Imp is only a handful of seconds away. Lara's going to go for armor, actually changed her mind. Might want to get light cav upgrade for these scouts, just to make them a bit more punchy. But yeah, the hand cannons will do quite nicely, I guess, especially against scout cavalry with no upgrades. There's nothing else in behind. That's the real issue. It's going to be bombard cannon, hand cannon, no castle, no nothing for Jay.
I'm really taken aback that Turks pick number 3 in the draft.
Mm-hmm.
This has to be something that was predetermined. Burgundians was picked beforehand from Lara, and now we just get Cavalier coming in, and Cavalier is just they're gonna eat. They're gonna absolutely eat.
Yeah, they really are.
Min walking monk. Oh, double, triple. Oh.
What's going on?
There was a min walking monk. If he's doing his best Michael Jackson impression.
The thing with Stake saying throwaway game on his home map ? The thing with the home maps is in the best of 7 draft, it's kind of hard.
It's hard to know what's truly a home map.
Yeah, I get the impression that Jay isn't super happy with the closed maps, but that's just all that was left, right? Let's see. Here come the hand cannons. They are going to make short work of those scouts. That's not the real threat, though. The real threat is the Cavalier, which are coming in behind now. The thing is, though, Husbandry was completing from one stable, and Cavalier from the other one. So we only got 2 Cavalier actually on the field, 3 on the field just now.
He's 100% fine.
I'm just trying to build the suspense, man.
What suspense deserves to be built?
Well, the build lead isn't looking too good.
We have 10 hand cannons, soon to be 12. We are going to lose the relics.
The relic's going down! Oh my god, the relic's going to go down.
But we're going to have 15 Cavalier, and 15 Cavalier is way more than enough. I think even with 10 Cavalier, you can make an argument you're fine here to clear all of this up.
Okay, going for iron casting now as well. It's going to soak pressure on this TC for as long as possible. Now Jay comes forward, get a monastery to snag these relics. Thank you very much. TC will go down for Lara, who's just going to wait and wait and wait and swoop in at the last possible moment. Jay is doing quite nicely with the army production behind us, to be fair. Done a really good job of keeping those ranges working on such a low economy. The TC's been idle, that's why. But does Lara have enough now? Just going to wait for Iron Casting to kick in. The last few seconds left on Iron Casting, and here we go. The Cavaliers come forward right as Iron Casting completes. +2 attack on these units. How is this fight going to go for Jay? Tries to use the relics a bit of a wall. The hand cannon's doing okay at taking out the units, but
great.
Any losses for Jay are way, way more impactful than they are for Lara. That's the issue.
Yeah.
This is the forward fill. Monk is about to complete from this monastery. Is garrisoned inside. Cavalier pretty much all cleaned up. Monk can't hop back in, so it has to lock itself on the other Cavalier that's about to kill it. The Monk doesn't go down. And now the army numbers are sort of evened up. Yeah, like Dave says, a little bit of a sloppy cleanup from Lara, but she did enough to get the job done because she's 50 villages ahead in the economy. 5,000 resources collected ahead. And she can go in whenever she likes, or she can, I think what she'd rather do is just continue clicking Cavalier to ensure that the threat is neutralized, and then click in much later. But yeah, no rush for Lara. Jay has a massive rush because he needs to keep the pressure on and keep his units killing Lara's economy as best he can.
Yeah, and the hand cannons are coming in, looking for some bells, and they'll find some. All the BBC was lost though from Jay. It feels like we can only go so far. We have one more coming over. Okay, one more in queue as well. And Lara just building up more numbers again.
Yeah. 4 stables now. That should be an even more potent threat. And the hand cannons are running forward. They're feeling a bit emboldened, but they're about to get surrounded here by the Cavalier, who are going to get some nice hits in as the hand cannons run away. And this is a much better engagement than last time. The Cavalier gets some good early trades. The Monk pops out, might just about get one conversion. Does just before it dies. The Bombard Cannon next in the line of fire. Hand cannons are still doing a good job on the back lines to clean up, and really nice micro from Jay. Keep those hand cannons working. But the thing is, every time he takes his engagements, they trade somewhat evenly, and Lara is pulling ahead in vills all the time. She's nearly up to 100 villages, and has the stone in the bank now for a castle. And I don't think Jay can ever deny a castle that Lara chooses to place in her base, securing that from attack. I guess the bombards can try and range it, but the hand cannons can't get too close because the Cavalier will just rock up and spoil the party. So yeah, Lara's going to go for one more engagement here, try and clean these units up, and while she's doing that, I think place the castle to secure her base and probably secure the game. There we go. Castle placed. And Jay hasn't got much of an answer right now. The bomber cannon does fall, so the hand cannons are the only line of defense here. Can they deny the bills? Right now, they outnumber the Cavalier quite heavily. A lot of bills are pulled. Lara maybe is bitten off what she can chew here, but maybe not equally as well. It feels like this castle probably will complete, and that will just shut down Jay's potential to raid completely. Castle goes up. Hand cannons have to escape.
Microed. Split micro. Oh, they get some of the trailing arrows. 60 vills behind.
Yeah, 60 vills. That is ridiculous.
Is Jay gonna boom now?
He's sending some vills out to the top. Deletes a house to get out from his base. His TC's been idle for a very long time. I'm going to try and place a TC now out on a gold mine out on this gold, but Lara's already there with a patrolling light cap to clean up any units that choose to come forward. Castle is about to be ranged by this bombard cannon, but double the pop, double the vills. The only thing is that the army has not quite done a good job for Lara. You're saying like, oh, 10 Cavaliers is more than enough, but the hand cannons did actually hold their own in these fights all the time. So Lara doesn't want to. She wants to wait a second, get a proper, really proper massive Cavalier. It looks like. Also, some armor would help. I don't think it would hurt to have a bit of armor on these units.
I mean, we've got all this. We've got all this res in the bank.
Yeah.
Okay, 23 Cavalier. Okay, we're getting armor now. Just like Jay's listening to you.
Yeah.
Those villagers are booming on the north, by the way. Just go into the gold. Jay's got 8 on food. Got 8 on wood.
Okay. And Lara's going to run out of stone here. So, needs to buy more if she's going to repair the castle. Lara? Okay, now she chooses to run. Half the Cavalier around the back, half down the middle. The castle's going to go down. This is actually kind of... Jay is holding on in this one way longer than he should have any right to, basically. He's done a really good job. And these walls are huge because Jay is now... The army is split in half. So, yeah, Lara can't take a good engagement there, and Jay's got a little fortress here at the front of Lara's base. It's tough for him to run forward from it, but he's built himself a little enclave. He can shoot with his bombard cannons and keep his hand cannons safe from the Cavalier raids. And yeah, Lara's got to resort to taking out these forward ranges.
Which is fine, and it's not like... The reason the game is going so long is because Lara is deciding the game goes this long at this moment.
Yeah, she has 7 stables now, and it's going to take the fight with the Cavalier. If the hand cannons try and run back, they're going to run into more Cavalier as well.
But they're only going to do so much. Oh, no.
This is ugly. It's a really ugly fight for Jay here. The bombard cannons go down, the hand cannons are fully surrounded, and I think that is all she wrote. And Lara Croft takes the 3-1 lead and puts it to match point. Admirable defense from Jay in the face of the Burgundians, and did a really nice play there with the Turks. It always looked a little bit doomed, I think, from the outset, but really did make the most of the potential there, I think, with the Turk fast imp. Couldn't compete with the Burgundians, though.
I'm not a fan, Walt.
Okay.
And that's the that's all I've got to say about that. I'm not a fan. It seemed to me the strat is maybe perhaps somewhat in, or maybe it feels like so heavily outgunned that they have to do something really left field.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised we didn't see Turks on tunnel, and it's gonna be tunnel next. This is, yeah, I don't know. Would Lithuanians done any better than Burgundians on fortified clearing? If you play standard and we can get to like places.
Maybe? Yeah, maybe.
I like it more than Turks.
Yeah, Turks. Well, also you could tell with like the barracks going up halfway, it was like Jay had that as a plan, but wasn't super confident in it. Right? Didn't know exactly how it was going to work in practice. So yeah, I don't think that was Jay's favorite map. Put it that way. Oh, and speaking of tunnels are game 5. So Lara might punish Jay's use of the Turks already.
Oh my god. No, no,
in
no,
this
no, no,
match.
no, 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 no. Lara might punish Jay by doing what?
Bug abusing.
Bug abusing. Let's heckin' go.
Okay. Are you ready?
I am.
Alright, a second. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. So, game 5. Jay has to win this one to advance to the final. Lara could win this one, or any of the other 3 games left in the series. In this best of 7 series, Lara just has to win one match point for her. So, what can Jay do? He's going to start with Britons on Tunnel against Lara Croft is playing as Bohemians. And Paradox, we have one of these spawns where the players are playing east to west, basically. The long way, pointy ends of the diamond. And that means that the tunnel is actually quite long compared to usual. Or not usual, but compared to the other generation, which is sort of northeast or northwest to southeast, for instance. And I remember we saw Noel Gallagher versus James Corden with the Bohemians for Noel Gallagher, and that was a really, really nice play that James had nothing to deal with. So do you think we'll see that kind of faster imp, castle, treb, bombard cannon, just domination attempt from Lara again here?
Yeah, and like the game from Jay against Raven, honestly, it wasn't a massive confidence spell for me because it felt like Raven kind of didn't necessarily throw the game, but yeah, I guess it did kind of throw the game. Or it wasn't like the game was won for them, but they certainly put themselves in a very bad losing position with the gate delete.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. That was unfortunate.
That unfortunate is a word. Yeah, it's something, all right. It's a very similar spawn, actually. Well, like that was the same like east to west they
Yeah.
had in that game. So maybe that'll be nice for Jay, like to try and settle into the game. It's a lot of match points for Lara right now.
A lot of match points indeed. And she's the first player to place the barracks in this one.
3 Miller, let's go.
3 mil Josh from Lara Croft.
And
I was
forward.
talking. Ooh. Jay's gonna get the scout. Oh wow! And Lara actually pulls away from the scout there, just it stopped. That's kind of funny. Yeah, just gonna patrol between these points of the wood. Not gonna scout any further. Obviously, you're playing on explored, right? So knows where the pinch point is in the tunnel from minute 0. But does not know about this barracks and the militia coming out of it because Jay has not scouted all the way to the edge of the tunnel. So that might catch him by surprise. I also think it would not be hugely surprising for Jay to see the militia. Feels like tunnel often has that early aggression on it, so I don't think Jay will be too taken aback. But we'll have to have something to counter this Drush, because if Lara can win, I guess the idea with the Drush is if Lara can cheaply win the forward stonewall position, just like Noel Gallagher got against James Corden, we saw how powerful that was. The Vils built that stonewall, sat behind it, and before you know it, Bohemians were in Imperial Age, had the castle, had the trebs, and there was nothing left for James Corden to do in that one. So looks like with the 2 villagers coming forward behind this 3 militia Drush, Lara has got plans to do that exact same thing. Can't be stonewalls in Dark Age, but well, yeah, try to get a forward position set up and then work forward from here.
No.
And there's the barracks for Jay.
And the villagers are coming forward. It looks like oh my god, he's sending 5 Vels. Micro's gonna have to be on point here. But Lara also has the hill.
Lara's got the hill. The scout does take a pretty poor early trade, to be fair. Also, Feudal Age coming in will help Jay. The scout will get 3 more attack, but going to lose a villager for free already, which is a terrible way to start a Vil war. And 1 Vil stuck on the other side of the barracks and house, so he's going to lose 2 Vils very cheaply, actually. And Lara says, thanks very much for the 2 Vils. I'm just going to build my wall here. Oh, and Jay wants to try and fight this. Okay, Jay deletes tile of wall, sends 1 more Vil forward and the scout forward as well. But this could be really bad for Jay, and by deleting a tile of wall, he's done this before. He could cause himself some big trouble. Okay, now he gets rid of that avenue for Lara and loses the scout, though. Loses the scout, and Lara did not even have Loom in all of that engagement. The TC has had 0 seconds idle TC time. Loom was not in, so is even further ahead in that regard. And yeah, has a 7 Vil lead. Obviously, Jay's in Feudal Age, but a 7 villager lead right now, which Lara is going to convert to a nice economic boom. Double layer palisade walls, which might theoretically force Jay into trying to place a tower if he wants to get through them. So yeah, it's just a really awkward situation. And actually, Lara deletes the walls and says, "Oi, stop hitting on my palisade walls. I'm going to show you what I'll do about that." And deletes the tiles of the walls, and the militia are through onto the archer and Vils.
God.
Wow, that's a statement.
Oh, really, boy. This is it's not looking good from Jay, but we do have a Breton range up. Gonna make some archers nice and fast. Lara's still a minute away from Feudal. I think we need to have the archers popping out straight away. We can't be garrisoning up. We need to be hitting the villagers on the re-wall. They're getting away for that with free, but he's concerned about the trash as well, so he wants to clear up the militias first, okay? I think 3 archers may be a bit overkill.
Danji's right, Paradox. Look at this bug abuse repair.
Oh my god, it's fruit.
Every single Amazon Tunnel game Lara Croft has played, there's been some form of diagonal wall interaction which she's done. It's ridiculous. And now, Feudal Age Paradox, what does that mean? Stone walls, baby. Jesus Christ.
But that is for archers.
Yeah, has to build them a bit further back than that. Can't quite get away with those touching the walls. Got 4 Vils forward now, though. And yeah, Lara's so comfy. I think she's a seasoned Black Forest player.
Yes.
And knows how to handle these situations. Stonewall's coming up. Jay says, "Oh god, right, I'm gonna get some Stonewalls on my own," but he's so far behind in terms of the res collected. Lara also gonna get Horse Collar and Double Bit Axe. For the Feudal Age upgrades, she's ahead in food in the bank right now. She's got equal numbers of Vils on food. It's all just pointing in the right direction for Lara, and this is what we saw against a bug abuse outpost foundation as well. This is exactly what we saw from
this is
James Corden.
Obvious bait.
Yeah. This is ridiculous.
They know who they are. They know what they're doing.
Yeah,
Jesus.
There.
Jay's going for really big stone walls. Jesus.
Oh, but Jay, the thing is, like, does it actually help having the double layers? Might just be slowing you down.
I mean, double layer stone walls it's a bit over the top.
We might be looking at a finalist Paradox. We might be looking at a final between James Corden and Lara Croft. It's looking so good for her in this game. And she's so close to Castle Age. She's just got the market going up now. That's her second building. We've already got the blacksmith. Jay is quite some way off castle clicking. And I think, yeah, Lara, just in the way that Noel Gallagher did, is showing a pretty good knowledge of the Bohemians and why they can be so strong on this map.
Yeah, and like even let's say Lara like misplays a little and like Jay somehow gets the game to competitive like stage. Like pushing out these walls into the cell, which is likely gonna get cancelled from Lara, is gonna be really tricky anyway. Then we're gonna be up against like 5 relics on the other side. Oof.
Triple layers. Paradox. Triple layer stone walls.
said-
We've got Fat Slob here.
It's a little bit excessive, Walt, I'm not gonna lie.
The thing is it quadruple layers? Is there anything which 3 layers or 2 layers of stone walls protects against, which 1 layer doesn't? Not really.
Someone's having fun. Someone is having fun. Let them cook.
Okay, I'm letting them cook. It does look imposing. That is to be sure. Mara's got 700 wood in the bank. She's booming up on the wood. Can go for more TCs. Can go for selling all the wood into a fast imp. But yeah, everything she wants to do.
I dropped 3 TCs.
3 TCs. She's got 300 stone in the bank. She is going to boom as well into Hoofnietzsche. I think they're both having fun.
Lara has no idea what the amount of stone walls, by the way. Can't see them.
Yeah, as far as she can say, it's just the range and the barracks. That's so funny if you
Yeah.
go from her point of view to James. Oh dear.
Okay,
So it
it's
seems like
actually
that
going to
one is
drop the
straightforward.
Siege Workshop. Yeah, okay. So that is actually going to be quite funny. Didn't go for the 4th TC straight off the bat. And it's going to make a Siege Workshop for very, like, pretty much nothing at this moment.
Yeah, obviously can't delete the tile of the stone wall and have a look because
I think you get Time Watch.
Oh yeah, Town Watch would be the play. Town Watch would be the play.
You likely have a little bit of food to do so.
Yeah. Yeah, looks like it has both eco upgrades already, Paradox.
Yeah.
Not good. J. Deletes the tile now, and here we go. The Mangonel will see the bad news. Let's see the reaction. Hello.
What?
Right, okay, I'll have a go at the range then.
At least go back and take the hill. And Lara adds a 4th TC in reaction.
Yeah.
Where's that Fervor click, man? It should be Monk Fervor.
Oh yes, the monk is idle on the relic.
Not even Chef Cute. SMH.
The monk needs some manual handling training. He's lifting the relic and straining his back.
It does look like he's leaning backwards with it, but in fairness, it does look pretty heavy.
Gotta lift from the knees.
I mean, how does he actually pick it up when he gets there?
Have a look. Oh, he doesn't use his knees at all. He just goes straight for it.
Okay, let's see this next one. Might get a bit of a better angle.
Oh,
He's strong, man. He just instantly lifts it.
yeah.
Okay, the range is down. Jay is an imp, or will be going to imp. What?
Oh
Yep.
boy.
Going to imp just now. So
Okay.
I'm getting flashbacks.
I'm getting flashbacks to a game quite a while ago it was played, but it was on Fortified Clearing. With one player in imp much before the other one. The thing is, it didn't work out for Jay that game.
What are we realistically going here? We're gonna have to res for our castle. Small number of longbows? I don't know.
Scout Cav are on the way.
Yeah, I think you could. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know if
Light
you
Cav
realistically.
Trebs? Is that an idea?
We're not gonna have big eco for light cav. We do have like some farms down, but Not
A
sure
TC
about
being
that.
placed. Ooh. Okay.
Jay is so.
Hand watch
Jay
is
is.
huge.
Jay is 5-head, man.
I can
He's
see the
gonna be-
TC with the hand watch, so she'll be very surprised when Imp comes in, I think. I think she'll be thinking that Jay is just booming. There's Light Cav and Bodkin tech, so trying to go for two things at once. Can be crossbow, Light Cav, castle, stone is in the bank.
I don't see why you'd be going light cav. Unless you're like
Kill the
really worried
monks.
about a lot of monks, but I don't know why there would be a lot of monks.
Yay.
Lara trying to reach that TC with a mangonel, can't quite do so. 4 tiles of Stonewall paradox. 4 tiles of Stonewall kept that mangonel from killing a TC.
Well, the first layer was the one that was closest to them, and actually deletes them. Okay,
Oh boy, what's
Lara-
the castle on the hill?
and Lara sees it. Attack
Watch
round.
the
Attack round the
villagers.
bells. Oh.
Can still do it, can still do it. Turn around. Ah!
Turn around.
Okay. Monk can't do the former bug abuse of hitting all the vills with one tapping the conversion on the vills, so that has been patched out. Sadly for Lara. An imp comes in now for her, but again, paradox, she's double the villager numbers of her opponent. So what is Jay reasonably expected to do here? He's got the castle going up. Okay. So with the castle up, we can make some trebs if we get some gold from somewhere. We can hit the tiles of stone walls, I suppose. But yeah, Lara can just keep stonewalling in these layers behind and behind. And keep Jay out for as long as she wants, until she doesn't want to keep him out, until she wants to push forward. Fortify wall coming in. Imp on the way for her. Stone coming in for a castle of her own. It's just looking hopeless, and chemistry as well can be teched before Imperial Age, so we can get those bomber cannons out as soon as possible. And Britons, they're so heavily dependent on their ranged units, but Jay just does not have those. And has no answer for the Hoof feature.
I mean, I honestly don't even feel like 15 inches is needed.
No, it doesn't.
And these walls, man, these are some nice walls.
Yeah. They're really good. It's annoying me as one relic sat underneath the monastery.
I think that they are in process of getting moved.
Oh yes, they're moving back.
They're-
Yes.
They're going back to the monastery that's also slightly forward, but
Yeah.
Lara feels confident enough that that one will not get sniped.
There is. These roads are complete. We've got Halbs on the way. We can have some bombard cannons on the way as well. Lara's firmly in the driver's seat in this one. Jay's only just now getting the first few longbows out, but by the time longbows are out, we'll have bombard cannons out for Lara. And Hoofniche's clicked. So we can actually wait for bombard cannons. Hoofniche takes ages to come in, but it is the style points that Lara, I think, feels that she's entitled to.
That's not
Or-
style points.
Well, it kind of is, right? Doesn't need
No,
it.
no. What would be the style points for Bohemians?
Oh, swag wagons.
The mighty food truck. That would be the style points. This is the trying to think of that meme, man. This is not going for a Hifnitz is not the Chad behavior.
No.
That's like that is basic. That is basic behavior. Here come the traps. And that
Yeah.
castle might go down.
Well,
Oh,
they're nervous of the
Oh.
bombards.
I think
Rightly
going
so.
for the hill. I'm gonna try and take out the siege workshop. Could get really lucky here, but actually gonna attack the wrong one.
Oh, yeah, that would have been huge, actually. If
And
got-
would it have denied it? Would it have denied it?
Yes.
It would have denied it at 98%.
Oh my god. Unfortunate there for Jay. That's really sad, actually. The Chebs have to pack up now, though. The Hoofneach is going to unleash some volleys on that one. The longbows and archers try and take them out, but they're literally just archers, Paradox. Not even crossbow, let alone arbalest. They're just archers. And, well, the Chebs are on fire, meekly wheeling themselves away. And this is just over. This is just completely over now, I think. And Lara is going to move on to the final and face James Corden in the GB Hidden Cup 2 Best of 7 Grand Final. I think there's no chance for Jay now to come back from this one.
Kind of toxic.
Well, it's not toxic. Jay's had a very good run. Making to the semis. And Lara struggled against Angel of the North. Nearly went out in that one.
Jay can do it. I still believe.
But proved her class. I think she's moving on, Paradox. Blast Spider's coming in, conscription's in as well. Sanctuary now for the monks, just in case you want to go for those. GG is called, and congratulations to Lara Croft, 4-1 winner after the 4-3 in the other semi-final. 4-1 Lara Croft. She makes it through, and we set up a final between Lara Croft and James Corden. Very exciting stuff.
Yeah. Well played from Jay in the end to get to the semi-final. Unfortunately, though, Jay, GB Hidden Cup, didn't complete it, mate.
No, he did not. No, he did not. And yeah, a tough one for Jay, right? Because he... I think that game won on Arabia was a real... I'm really glad for Jay that he won that one, because that was a real showcase of his talents.
It was a good
and
game.
Looked really comfortable there. Yeah, it was a really good game. He looked comfortable there on Arabia, and as the series went on, it looked like he was getting more and more out of his comfort zone. Like first time Madness, and then we're going on to Cup, and then we're going to the Fortified Clearing and so on, and just getting further and further away from that Arabia style, which I think Jay/Ted is most comfortable on. But semi-finalist is no mean feat in this group of very strong players. And I think he should be very proud of that. Hopefully he's happy with that result. And yeah, really, really good to have him in the tournament.
And our last Lara marching on then, up against James Corden. Is it Dervoy versus Hallis? Are we going to see a repeat of Dervoy potentially winning 2 years in a row? And that's who we think it is, so I think it is likely. That would be a turn up for the books.
That would be... I'm so excited for that one, because that's going to be a really close set. And Hallis, if it is Hallis, even if it is not Hallis, it doesn't really matter. James Corden has been tested 2 times now. The series going the distance. The first time was in the quarterfinals, a 3-2 win against Brum.
Yep.
I think. And then
no, Brum was no.
Oh, Danny Dyer?
Let me look quickly.
Anyway, and then in the semi-final, Danny Dyer 3-2, and then in the semi-final, James Corden only just about squeaked by 4-3 against Noel Gallagher. So James Corden, if it is Hallis, at some periods of Hallis's career, he's been sort of untouchable in GB, I would say. Definitely not at the moment. Whoever James Corden is has weaknesses to be exploited by the really top guys like Darvoy, Boo, Noel, etc. Dave, etc. Steak, So I think it's going to be a very close final, and hopefully it's going to go the distance again this Sunday, followed by the reveal, which will be a really big day. So do not miss that. I think it's going to start at 6:00. We'll have the games beginning, and then the reveal will begin about 8:30, whatever, 9:00, whenever the games finish. If it's a best of 7 series, it could go till 9:00, but otherwise it might start earlier. But hard to say definitively exactly when that will begin.
Yeah. And I'm looking on the Wikipedia right now. The info boxes aren't showing up, but when you are signed in, when I'm signed in, they are. So I suspect there's something not quite right there, and that's why they were showing up for Robo as well.
Got you. Okay.
So that might be a problem on their end. But if you do want to see the games, I would suggest just signing in to Wikipedia so you can see the info boxes, which is probably some good information before submitting those last guesses.
Oh yes, that's right. So yes, please get your guesses in. Yeah. Today, or in fact, do it right now.
Now,
If you've not
just
done
do
it,
it. Yes.
if you're watching the stream and you've not submitted the guess on the Microsoft form, do it right now. You have all the players there, 16 players. Allocate your real name identities to each of the 16 aliases. And then on that Sunday night, we will go through the data, see who picked what, see the reveals, see who everyone is, and see just how cooked this community really is. I'm confident in my guesses now. I think you've been cooking me all tournament long. I'm confident, Paradox. I can't remember what I put down, but I'm confident in it.
I mean, if we have to be confident, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, we'd be up all night. We have to have some confidence in something. You can't cast a full tournament and feel
Exactly.
like you can't come away with it and feeling like you don't know anything, because that would just be soul destroying.
Yes, exactly.
We will find out on Sunday, and I am excited to. Obviously, I
Oh
have all of
boy.
them right though.
Yeah.
Who who are you most looking forward to finding out who is who?
Okay, honestly, Liam is one. Jess the cat, Angel of the North, and Noel Gallagher. Those are the four I'm really not sure about.
No was boo. It's not. I don't even think it's up for debate now.
Really?
Honestly, yeah, I don't think
But,
it's.
but we were like, okay, that's Dave for sure. Just until a couple days ago.
That's pre-semi-final, my guy.
I know, but it is.
So we've only seen only a few games. It makes total sense. Even the opening series, it did have somewhat of boo vibes with playing Bengalis on RF, Japanese on Cup. Like there was, as has been alluded to, like the fortified clearing game with Poles. Remember that house placement straight at the beginning? I said this is an experienced close map
Oh.
player.
Yes. That's true. You did say that, and that could be Dave or Boo. The thing is, then
Plus,
though,
hang on, just plus on this. Plus all of Boo's discourse in the in chat the other night when that series was going on.
the crystal ball.
If no is not Boo, I will eat my socks, and I'm a man of my word.
Oh boy. Okay, you're tuning Sunday night. The thing is, though, with that, who is Dave? So Dave must be Angel of the North. Then is that what you're saying? Because that's what I'm interested in to find. Is like the identity of Dave is someone I'm not sure about. Also, Cappy. Was that Danny Dyer or was that someone else?
I have an idea. I have an idea who Basil is.
Basil. Basil's Fanji, isn't he?
And I have an idea who Danny is.
One of them has gone 3-2 against Hallis. Is that right?
It might surprise you, yeah.
Like that. If that is Cappy, that is a really nice result, and that would be a big feather in his cap, I would say. I mean, obviously gutted he didn't take the win if it was Cappy or anyone, but it's not Steak, Boo, or Dave or Darvoy.
Well, keep in mind, Angel also took 2 games off of Darvoy.
Oh, true. Yeah. Well, basically, Cappy's had a great tournament either way. Feels like Cappy's going to be in with a really good result for Cappy. Obviously, it's so weird, like saying he's had a good tournament going out in the round of 16 or going out in the quarters, but that's just the way the random seed works, right? Like, there's so many of these games are basically your final in any other tournament. It's such an insane bracket. Okay, Paradox though. Let's wrap it up there. For the day, and for the second to last time in this tournament.
My goodness.
Cappy's just the cat. I do not think Cappy's just the cat.
Toxic laugh.
GG's. See you Sunday. Yes, Dagast. I hope you have all of the data you need at your fingertips for the reveal video. I'm so excited for this one. And yeah, everybody give a big hip hip hooray for Dagast or whatever it is you do, because he's put in so much work behind the scenes for it, and yeah, it is really good of Dagast to do this. He's the real star of the show, not me. So, or Paradox.
That is toxic. That is toxic as fuck.
But yeah, really appreciate it, Dagast, and yeah, looking forward to Sunday. Okay, thanks again, Paradox. As always, a really nice time casting with you. How about you? Is there anyone you have your eye out for in the reveal video just before we go?
Dude, I would say Hermione, but I know who Hermione is. I think Liam is the one I want to know the most.
Oh god.
Liam, and I want to work out. But honestly, I want to know who Angel is after that.
Yes, Angel will be good. Also, Gordon. Imagine if Gordon's not Lewis. that would put the cat amongst the pigeons so hard if Lewis just pops up randomly as like just the cat or someone. It's like, what the hell? You know.
I'll also eat another pair of socks if Lewis isn't Gordon.
Oh god. Okay, need a full wardrobe for Sunday evening.
So I have lots of socks. That's why I'm saying socks, but also because Fox said he would eat them if it was a fast imp, and he's not a man of his word. So
did he actually?
It's just a lot about him.
Fox, come on, bruv. Okay, thanks all for watching. Cheers for the sub from whoever that was. Hottie and Waffles, thank you very much for the subs. See you next time. And yeah, put your guesses in tonight if you've not done already.
Do it
Goodbye.
now.